What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Before you hit on this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Watch this all the way through. It might just give you a perspective on what I mean. Not hating on Saitama, but look, they need to be careful. So let's jump into this video. So Saitama right now, 2307, finding some support down there at that 2 level. Managed to be up about 5%, and it is changing ever, but look, there is definitely some momentum in the upwards direction. 8.5 million daily volume. $1.2 billion market cap. So look, it is going in the right direction. It has very much struggled over the last kind of 2 weeks, but it is going. Now, we think there's about 80% usability on SAITAMASK. 80% of the people can get on there. There are still quite a few people that can't. We are in version 1.9 as we stand at the time of recording this video, 22nd of January. But we still don't have full usability. We don't have the swap feature. We don't have any other tokens. Lily Finance was meant to launch a couple of weeks ago and still hasn't. So hear me out on this video. And I do think it's important that we reference this. And I think this is absolutely at the doorstep of Saitama to make this work. Now, look, some of these apps you might see. I'm going to talk about 5 apps that failed because they either didn't move with the market, or they didn't move with the times, or they didn't have usability. So Yik Yak was an app that allowed users to anonymously converse with any other user within a 5-mile radius. And again, popular amongst kids. Why did it die? So cyberbullies flocked to the app. They absurd users and even threatened schools with bombings, which isn't great, to be honest, you know, particularly that kind of aggressive nature on it. But look, had a big user base, but ultimately was shut down by kind of arguments and, you know, threats through the app. Vine was a really interesting one. So Vine was a platform specializing in short, loopable videos. The app drew the attention of social media giant Twitter, who identified the platform as a video alternative to its short-form text platforms. This is before the time of YouTube Shorts. This is before the time of TikTok. So again, you think about where the market has moved to with those 2 platforms being huge social media points of influence. Why didn't Vine succeed? It didn't measure up its competition. The App Store rank dropped considerably after the acquisition. Instagram launched a year later. Users were abandoning the platform. Didn't move with the times. Didn't support where it needed to. Again, just really interesting for reference. Google Plus, one more, it failed due to mismanagement. Okay, we can leave that one there. Halo is an interesting one. It was a mobile cab hailing app launched in 2013. So this was a way of getting your taxi to come and pick you up. Okay, so think about that. Think about that. It was predicted to be success, which led to $100 million in funding. Right now, nearly everyone in the world has heard of Uber, and there is a huge amount of people that use Uber. So again, why wasn't this successful? Primarily failed to ineffective market research. Founders incorrectly assumed that the app would seamlessly work in New York, and it did in its original hometown of London. So again, assuming the app's going to work, and it didn't. And then finally, RDIO was the first music streaming app launched in 2010. The app featured 5 million songs and allows users to track their music with friends and listening to. So think about that. This is before the time of Spotify. You know, so all of these tokens, why do I bring it back to SAITAMASK? All of these tokens launched. All these tokens have direct competition apps that now are fully functional and have a huge user base. We just need to be careful with SAITAMASK. Wherever, you know, they haven't landed it as effectively as they should have done. There's clearly a lot of frustration in the community. There's clearly a lot of frustration with the people that are using it. And I think they have to be careful. I've talked about this in quite a few other videos where you want to see Russ, Max. It's great they did an AMA the other day, 38 minutes, I think it was, you know, and that's in a week when their main used product, the thing that this whole entire token's been built on, has not landed effectively. And I think they have to be really careful. People talk about long-term, and I am long-term bullish on Saitama. I really am. But at the same time, I am one person, and this could change really quickly. We know there's some competition with Doja Swap. We know there's some competition in the Safe Moon Swap app. There'll be lots of other projects that come along. Here's the thing. If those projects do it better, quicker, faster, more effectively, why would people stay with Saitama? That's going to be the real question. The diehard Saitama, you know, Wolfpack will always stay with Saitama 100%. The same as some people will always use Binance, some people always use CoinMarketCap. But it's the retail investor, the general public, the people that just want to jump on, get some crypto and get off. Why are they going to stick with SAITAMASK? Why are they going to use it? We can even see this when we move into the Google Play Store. Already 3.5 stars out of 5, 8,481 reviews so far. And you can see that as you think about this, if I'm someone walking in thinking, do I go and get the SAITAMASK app or do I get something else? That doesn't scream absolutely the best app on the market right now. Just my take on it, but I do think we have to be really careful with SAITAMASK because it could go wrong. And as much as we and the Wolfpack want it to, we are only a small fish in the pond with this one. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Did you know any of those apps that we talked about? And I'll see you in the next one.